Hello everyone. Welcome to East Asian Feng Shui TV, the art of K-Feng Shui. I am Dr. Heo Young-hun, a doctor of philosophy and Feng Shui scholar. Today we are going to explore a fascinating topic. We will compare the two main branches of Feng Shui, yin dwellings and yang dwellings. Yin dwellings refer to graves or tombs for the deceased. Yang dwellings refer to houses and buildings where the living reside. When we compare yin and yang dwellings, the differences are quite distinct. First, let us look at their shapes and structures. Yin dwellings are mostly circular or oval. For example, the royal tombs of the Joseon and Silla dynasties in Korea are circular. On the other hand, yang dwellings are usually rectangular. They are placed along the lines of the earth energy. Another difference is the type of energy they receive. Yin dwellings primarily receive earth energy. Yang dwellings receive earth energy too, but they receive a much greater amount of environmental and heaven energy. This is why in Japan, Feng Shui developed mostly around yang dwellings. In contrast, Korea has historically focused on yin dwellings that draw directly from earth energy. Regarding their location relative to the ground, yin dwellings are located below the surface. Yang dwellings are built above the ground. They utilize entirely different spaces, the underground versus the above ground. Naturally, the subjects of these spaces are different. The deceased rest beneath the earth, while the living exist above it. The effects of Feng Shui, which we call prosperity, also manifest differently. Yin dwellings affect the descendants of the deceased. Yang dwellings affect the current residents of the house. Some scholars say yang dwellings also affect those born in the house. But this requires deeper study. Regardless of different theories, the absolute core of Feng Shui is Heol. Heol is the exact focal point of vital energy. Whether you study the four guardian spirits, water flow, mountain ridges, or directions, you must understand Heol to truly interpret Feng Shui. The duration of the Feng Shui effects also differs. The influence of a yin dwelling is continuous and passed down to generations. However, the influence of a yang dwelling stops as soon as you move out. The beneficiaries of yin dwellings are all living descendants. The beneficiaries of yang dwellings are strictly the people living in that specific house. Looking at the physical forms, yin dwellings are usually mounds made of earth. Yang dwellings are buildings constructed with various modern materials. Their layouts are also fundamentally different. Yin dwellings are usually arranged vertically, from top to bottom. Yang dwellings are arranged horizontally, spreading left and right. Therefore, yin dwellings require a microscopic and highly focused analysis. Yang dwellings require a more macroscopic analysis of the broader environment. In terms of scale, yin dwellings occupy a small area. Yang dwellings cover a relatively large area. When analyzing the site, yin dwellings look at the 5 or 6 surrounding peaks. Yang dwellings focus on the 4 guardian spirits, or simply the surrounding roads, water, and mountains. Maintenance is another key difference. Yin dwellings are relatively simple to maintain. Yang dwellings require constant and complex upkeep. The way we interact with these spaces varies greatly. We visit yin dwellings briefly on specific holidays or memorial days. We reside and spend our daily lives inside yang dwellings. Finally, unless relocated, yin dwellings are preserved permanently. Yang dwellings are non-permanent, as their purpose ends when residents move or pass away. This concludes the first part of our comparison. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will dive deeper into the modern trends and environmental aspects.